We got a little story for you guys. But first, there's a little tractor ride, and then we'll tell you what happened. Try to follow the tractor. So, we thought we lost our baby. And then I thought somebody stole her because there was footprints on the outside of the fence line. On the road. That sucked, yeah. That sucked.
Rose! And I was stroking her and I was crying. And I'm so sorry you lost your baby. And it literally would have been the second calf lost at 3 days. And so I was just over it. I was really upset. And I went and called the Van Sant County Sheriff's Office to report a cattle theft. And then as I'm boohooing my way back, she stands up. The little turd.
Did you call the sheriff back?
No.
You need to.
I guess so.
You need to. Okay. So long story short, or not even that long, but I had a call from my wife. The baby's missing. I said, okay. I will go down there. I'll go look for her. And I go check the whole property line, everything. Can't find her. Now, she's next door with the neighbor because that's where all our cows are at. And hold on. Sorry. I started running the fence line. My wife's like, I couldn't go that far because I had to go use the restroom. I said, okay, that's fine. So I made a V-line to the area that she was not at, or that she wasn't able to go to because of, So I start running the fence lines because that's the first thing that I was taught to do when you're searching. You go make sure you get your perimeter covered in case, I don't know, coyotes got her and then they can't get her out of property, which is, again, the last thing I needed to. Point is, when I get to the corner, it's a pretty stable area that the fence could be hopped so fast, and there's no barbed wire in there, so it wouldn't stop a person from coming into that property. And I saw like footprints, and it was a good amount. And looking straight ahead from there, there's another. It's a crossroad that meets one of the highways that we're at. So, I figured, hey, somebody could easily hop in, take her, and that's it. Because the cow wasn't even calling for her. Rose was nowhere near her, and she just wasn't calling for her, wasn't even stressed out about it. And when a mama doesn't call for the baby, that's a problem. Now Rose kept going to the same area, and that's why I was like, well, you know what? Maybe that's the last place that she smells her. Therefore, whatever. Point is, I come back and get the tractor so that I can go look at the highest point, which is all those nettles that you guys saw as we were driving through. But that's where she was. Not even halfway through, my wife calls me and says, hey, we found her. Thank God. That's all I got to say about that, because as my wife was saying, last year we lost her calf. He was a bull. Beautiful bull. Same marking and everything in the middle of the forehead. And so we lost him. And And right now, she is trying her hardest to figure out a way to keep this one. Now, we are limited with our space. Yes, we can continue borrowing the neighbors, but we don't know for how long that'll be. Point is, we have too many, and she's already come up with a couple of things in her mind, or a couple of ideas of how we can keep this one, and they're all valid. they're very, very much valid points that she is coming to, and those ideas are pretty legit, but there's just going to be some things that she's going to have to do on her end to make it happen. So now
I didn't see the baby this morning, and Rose came to get water by herself, so I started walking this way and asked her to show me the baby. So I'm hoping that the baby is fine and just sleeping somewhere, because gosh, that would be heartbreaking. So I'm kind of following her, hoping that she is showing me where the baby is. Sounds like she's calling, so hopefully she's just asleep out here somewhere. The calf is gone, but you can see the road here, and you can see that grass is trampled on there up to the fence line here, and we think somebody took her because she's gone. And Rose is just kind of hanging out here because this is the last place she had her. I've never been so happy to see this little snot. Look at you, 3 days old, already giving us a heart attack. There's Rose. And there she is. You made everybody worried sick. Called the sheriff's office and everything. Oh my goodness.
There's more to this crazy story. My wife was making elderberry syrup because we have to go take it to the Recco ring. And, well, needless to say, she's going to have to redo it again for next week. So she's going to owe some people some syrup this week because it didn't make it. That is what happens when you go looking for a calf that you think was stolen and you call the sheriff. And yeah. So again, guys, thank you all for watching this crazy little story of ours. Hopefully, actually, there won't be no hopefully. We're going to go ahead and move them over tonight because we're going to have a little bit of bad weather. And we think that Honey is about to have her baby. That little calf should be coming out either tonight or tomorrow. She's getting big. So we're actually calling them in right now, and we're going to shut that gate so that we can at least keep them in our side of the property, or in our property. But again, thank you guys. Have a good one.